People think a hug is just a small gesture, a quick greeting, nothing more. But if you pay attention, you realize not every hug feels the same. Some end immediately. Clean, quick, automatic. Others slow down for a second. There's a slight pause, a small stillness. Something changes in the energy of the moment even if nobody says anything. And most men completely miss it, because physical contact reveals things words often hide. In a hug, there's no distance left between two people, no time to perform, no time to carefully control reactions. The body responds honestly before the mind even catches up. That's why some hugs feel neutral while others feel heavier without any obvious reason. Now understand this clearly. People don't consciously decide to make a hug feel different. The body simply reacts based on comfort, awareness, tension, or connection in that exact moment. That's why some hugs stay structured and quick while others soften, slow down, or linger slightly longer than expected. And that difference matters. A neutral hug usually feels automatic. Light contact, quick release, no shift in timing or energy. That doesn't mean rejection. It simply means the interaction stayed on the surface. Nothing emotional changed in that moment. But when something is being felt internally, the body responds differently. Sometimes there's a slight pause before letting go. Sometimes movement slows down. Sometimes neither person rushes to end the interaction immediately. That pause is important, not because it guarantees attraction, but because it shows the moment carried weight. The body hesitates before disengaging, and hesitation only happens when awareness enters the interaction. Now here's where most men go wrong. The second they feel a shift, they react to it. They overthink. They try to force the moment into something bigger. Or they panic and pull away too quickly. But moments like this don't need control. They need awareness. You don't force meaning onto the interaction. You observe it. Because the real information is not just in how long the hug lasts, it's in how it feels. Does the body feel relaxed or tense? Does the interaction feel rushed or grounded? Does the moment end cleanly? Or does the energy linger afterward? Those subtle details reveal far more than obvious signals ever could. Sometimes a woman stays slightly more present after the hug. Eye contact lasts a little longer. The conversation continues smoothly instead of resetting back to neutral. There's no dramatic sign, but something about the interaction feels unfinished in a good way. That lingering matters, because lingering means the moment didn't fully disappear when the physical contact ended. Something carried over emotionally, even if neither person fully understands it yet, and this is where most men ruin the interaction. They rush to fill the silence. They make nervous jokes. They force eye contact. They try to create certainty too quickly instead of allowing the moment to naturally unfold. But connection doesn't grow through force. It grows through space. The men who understand this don't panic when a moment feels different. They stay calm inside it. They stay grounded. They let the interaction breathe instead of trying to control every second of it. And that changes everything. Because the truth is, not every moment needs to be labeled immediately. Not every pause means something extreme. Sometimes the body is simply reacting before the mind fully understands why. The key is learning to notice without forcing conclusions. Once you stop trying to decode every small signal, you become more relaxed, more present, and easier to connect with. Instead of chasing meaning, you allow meaning to reveal itself over time. And that's where real clarity comes from. So next time you hug someone, stop focusing only on the action itself. Pay attention to the feeling, the timing, the stillness, and what happens after the moment ends. Because sometimes the biggest signals are the ones nobody says out loud.